So I can see that SheepDex is now more and more secure with that both tax shield and certic audit. Yeah, that's wonderful that we are having so many security upgradation, and through this we are not going to face any kind of problem in future and like present also. Okay, so coming to the like next question, so I would like to ask about the SheepDex, like clearly about the SheepDex, understanding the SPC splitting, which cause large number of users to lose, and still instead of splitting, like hello.
Yeah. Yes. So the token splitting is similar to a stock split in the stock market, where the stock will be in a normal company would be divide the existing shares of its stock into multiple new shares to boost the stock's liquidity. And by that, the split the split of the stock will reduce the stock price per share, but then it also allows for less capital needed to actually buy a single share. And so that brings more liquidity to the market. In addition, it allows more potential stakeholders to access the stock as they're becoming more affordable. And so this improves the stock circulation and transactions, and it would actually lead to an increased number of shareholders and also prevents hostile takeovers. So in response to the rewards and derivatives, SPC tokens will be converted into new SPC tokens in a ratio of 10-1. So this will make value of SPC more ergonomic. This will not only facilitate better circulation and trading of the SPC token, but also allow communities to become more decentralized, as token liquidity and the number of total tokens holders will increase. So the reason that we're doing this with the stock splitting is that we can make shares be more affordable to smaller investors, even though the underlying value of the company is staying the same. We're just increasing the number of shares, and the price also decreases, but the individual will still hold the same value of total shares. So stock splitting is not a new term in the crypto world. So according to our roadmap, SheepDex is a decentralized liquid aggregator that aggregates spot and derivatives trading. In response to the rewards and derivatives, SPC tokens will be converted into new SPC tokens in the ratio of 10-1 that allows the SPC to be more ergonomic. This will not only improve the circulation, but also allow the community to become more decentralized. So again, that ratio of 10-1, and the supply will not change, and it won't affect the SPC holders of the token. And that's what makes us a key player in the new DeFi community.
I have a question.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Like means it's for like all the people around the world. They can now grab the SPC token as an investment as like they want. Okay, so can we just know about something about DeFi thing? Like you know that SPC like SheepDex is totally based on DeFi and DeFi skill investment, just blockchain technology, and now it's scaling up again more and more and more again and again. So I just want to know more about DeFi, how DeFi is like changing the revolutioning of blockchain technology, and our user also want to know what is DeFi in a simple clear term, so they can also like know like what is DeFi.
So the DeFi 2.0 is a historic revolution, and as it can solve a lot of the DeFi deficiencies and of existing projects, completely improving the current situation of DeFi and setting off a huge wave for the field of financial investment. DeFi operates in the premise of its blood that supports its life. With the short-term incentive model, some liquidity providers may overexploit these projects and protocols and even accelerate the termination of projects because liquidity providers are inconsistent with long-term interests of the protocol, showing slows in the DeFi growth. So for DeFi 2.0, the wave of innovation with DeFi 2.0 is driven by several new DeFi projects that aim to address the pervasive liquidity provision mechanism issues. So DeFi aims to provide financial services to the masses, but it has struggled with scalability, security, and centralization, with liquidity and information accessibility. So DeFi 2.0 hopes to address these issues with providing users with more humanized experiences. So DeFi has been developing in two dimensions. First is the unleash of credit potential. So step by step, from over collateralization to income certification, such as compounding deposits with C tokens, LP tokens, and then to synthetic assets, such as synthetic access S tokens or synthexes. And then also it's the improving of capital efficiency. So we offer different types of products based on the duration management and risk preferences to lower collateral rates through tiered rates or credit lending. So DeFi 2.0 does not deviate from either direction. It must have rich scenes and vertical compostability. In fact, all directions and solutions can be summarized as getting people and then moving money faster. So we want to incentivize individuals to contribute to projects through decentralization and autonomous organizations or DAOs. And maximizing the capital utilization through protocol stacks. So if DeFi 1.0 is applied in the original financial scenario based on blockchain, therefore DeFi 2.0 will probably be an extension of DeFi to the downstream situation, which will affect our real life on a deeper level.
That's in-depth about the DeFi thing. So DeFi, as I already told you, that DeFi is now new revolution for the blockchain technology. And what SheepDex play role in DeFi 2.0?
So with SheepDex, our yield farming has been immensely popular activity for cryptocurrency holders since the explosion of the decentralized finance in the summer of 2020. However, with the exploration, people have gradually found the disadvantages of leveraging yield farming. DeFi has become a part of the underlying blockchain infrastructure, such as Ethereum. The most important thing with this provision of liquidity is the lifeblood of DeFi. However, with this incentive model, it may lead to excessive utilization of projects and protocols by some liquidity providers, or even accelerates the demise of projects. In this model, liquidity providers are inconsistent with long-term interest of the protocol, showing result in growth of the DeFi. Of course, that's only one of the reasons. As DeFi continues to grow, so does the market demand for the decentralized derivatives, which is a key director for DeFi 1.0 to DeFi 2.0. So we've always said that derivatives are an important part of SheepDex because of its liquidity aggregation feature that helps clear derivatives. So in the future, we will be on-chain with clearinghouse for spot and derivatives trading. SheepDex will be the first of its kind in DeFi. The derivatives and the innovation perpetual contracts developed by the team. It has addressed many problems existing with the current perpetual contracts and will realize more profits and lock in for opening positions. This will provide better liquidity and better trading guarantee mechanism. So improving the guaranteed liquidating positions we are now in final testing actually of this phase for our product, and we couldn't be more proud of this innovation. So we believe that SheepDex is a practical and revolutionary in derivatives markets. So we'll be changing the game here. So in the era of 2.0, no project can stand alone, especially in the decentralized exchanges. We can see more growing demand for these high quality projects. Therefore, SheepDex will launch an incentive fund to develop the DeFi 2.0 ecosystem, and SheepDex will be the first and only blockchain Binance Smart Chain based DEX to leverage concentrated liquidity and a new mechanism for the BSC. Moreover, SheepDex liquidity concentration is definitely in line with the DeFi trend. So we are searching for additional partners to contribute to the increase in liquidity with the Binance Smart Chain, including but not limited to vaults, financial instruments, stablecoin products, and other projects that need to address the liquidity-related issues. SheepDex comes from transaction fees.
So transaction fee means the person can grab like rewards from transaction doing providing LPD, LP providing, and also swapping on the system like on the desk.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so this is what like SPC and VSPC is doing in SheepDex right now, and also like it's last information just to know about, and everyone's want to know about like this is the beginning of SheepDex. This is now how SheepDex is now revolving around the blockchain, and now just want to, and users also want to know what is the growth and what is the future of the SheepDex.
Well, I'm excited for our future too. So I'll be happy to share. So the DEX have seen their values as in their basic career of development and exchange in the space of the DeFi industry. With the throughput and opportunities brought by the DeFi 2.0, SheepDex V3 functionality would be one of the best tools for our users. With the traditional order book mechanism on most DEX, liquidity providers deposit their funds into the pools and earn a passive income by providing liquidity liquidity for the trades. This results in lower fund efficiency, especially for the stable coin pairs, where more than 99% of the liquidity is idle and never used. So, while SheepDex's V3 provides concentrated liquidity through innovative features such as range market making, range orders, multi-tiered rate liquidity provisions, all to achieve higher returns and through a more diverse and complex mix of market making strategies. So simply put, with V3, you can get a higher return with less capital. And we respect Uniswap's open source and sharing spirit, but we have done a lot of creative work, and there are 60% differences in SheepDex's contracts. And SheepDex offers yield farming, transaction rewards or swap mining, and other innovative features that are not available on Uniswap V3. So the emergence of SheepDex brings in new mechanisms for leveraging liquidity provision strategies. And with the popularity of V3, SheepDex will become one of the best DEX, and I highly recommend testing our different strategies within our website, sheepdex.org.
Yeah, so that's like a future plan we have for the SheepDex. That's awesome. Also, just if anyone wants like ask, like they can also ask. Before that, I just want to know about like your view on the SheepDex right now and for the future prospect. Just want to ask. It's my overview of that.
I'm excited. We have a great team. We have a lot of great individuals with a lot of experience in the crypto space, and we're trying to be innovative. We're fearless, and we're working hard to make. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining, Marcus. It's lovely to have a conversation with you about the SheepDex, and users get to know about like what they have doubt, and like they are now fully prepared. Like they just want to know that how SheepDex work, and you have already given the enough knowledge about that. Also, I just want to know about. I've also dropped down some our SheepDex things on a group, and thank you so much for joining. Yeah.
Yep. Check out our community, and it wouldn't be all possible without you guys. So we appreciate you guys, and keep supporting us, and we'll do our best as well. Thank you.